Hello girl, and welcome back for another video.
Eso se ve bien, bebecita. Yo tengo lo que tú necesitas. ¿Qué hay que hacer para tener encima?
Today's episode was majorly inspired by one of my own personal transformation manifestation stories coming true into real life, and I want to share that with you guys because I know that there is a baddie out there who currently does not like something about her current reality. You want to change something, whether that be your body, whether that be your health, whether that be your relationship, whether that be your career, your income. You are always in control, and with this episode I want to show you exactly how you can start doing that. So, little story first. In the beginning of June, when I first started my 12-week group coaching, I set the intention along with my group coaching ladies to become the version of me. The identity I chose was the version of me that made $10,000 in 1 month. I really wanted my business to have a 10K month. We've come very close, but not yet. And so I set that intention out. And a little backstory, I also did not like something in my reality, and that something was paying a car note. I still, I guess last month, was paying a car note, and I was so over it. I was so done paying the month-to-month things. I was like, I'm ready to pay this off. I owed about 5.3, so 5,300, and I was so ready to pay it off. So I was like, that's it. I'm gonna pay it off. I am going to have no balance on this car note anymore. And so I set out on this journey where I was going to step into the identity, the woman, the role of the version of me that made $10,000 a month. I also told my ladies inside my 12-week group coaching, I said, create a mantra or a phrase, an affirmation that really embodies the identity that you are going after, that sums up the identity that with this statement, with this affirmation, you are fully stepping into her. And for me, that statement was, I'm a wealthy woman. So that's step one of this thing, is like, whatever you don't like of your reality, you need to make an identity shift. So if you want to change your body, what is a statement, what is an affirmation that will help you elicit that feeling of already having your dream body? Again, we want to be in the state of it's done. So again, for me, it was wealthy woman. I knew once I hit that that benchmark in my business, it was going to be huge for me. I was going to feel like a wealthy woman. And so I persisted in the wish fulfilled. I said my affirmations. I did the self-concept identity games that we play inside my 12-week group coaching and inside rehearsal. And I was just gung-ho. But I will say there was a moment where I was like, I don't know how this is going to happen, because technically my following is the same. My email list is the same. So I know based off of this number, my launch size is going to be the same. Therefore, my sign-up enrollment size is going to be the same. But either way, I persisted in the wish fulfilled. I showed up as that version of me. I started to walk like her, talk like her, dress like her, embody her in any form that I could. I got obsessed with building this new me. I still am, like every level there's a new me. And at this level, I'm having fun. And so here I am in the beginning of June, all the way up until mid-July. I said in the beginning of June with the ladies, I said my intention is to manifest $10,000 by the end of September, because that was the end of the 12 weeks. We started in June. September was the time where I was going to feel like, okay, that's my goal. That's like the aim. And so here I am persisting in that identity, in the wish fulfilled. And come mid-July, I manifested the $10,000. And so, of course, my inspired action to generate that money, because I have a business, was to open up a self-concept bundle that was so iconic. It was a very, very intimate bundle that I created for my group coaching ladies and for my rehearsal self-concept ladies, any of my self-concept programs, which at the moment it's the 12-week group coaching and it is rehearsal. And so for both of these programs, I have this bundle, and it's called Steph's Steph's Library of Transformational Audios, which has all of my meditations, my affirmations, like EFT tapping, things that really helped me persist in this new identity. And the second piece to that bundle was the 20 self-concept games, visualization games, to again persist in the wish fulfilled, in the identity of the wish fulfilled. So that was my inspired action. I was like, you know what? This bundle is very transformational. I truly believe in this bundle. I've seen transformation in my life. I manifested this apartment in only 6 months, less than 6 months, and using those games. And so I was like, you know what? This is great to launch. It feels easy. It feels light. It's already done. All I have to do is really launch it. So I opened up the email list, I wrote up the email, I sent it out to my email list. We did receive signups, so it was a win for that too. But the $10,000 did not come from the self-concept bundle. It actually came, and I will not share all the details just because this member does not want me to do that, but I had an inheritance come to me from a family member. And when I tell you, I did not see this coming, you guys, like this hit me out the left corner. I was like, excuse me, what? You have how much? I am finally a trust fund baby? Like, am I an inheritance baby? I do not come from a wealthy family. I was born into, a very low income community where my grandparents and my mom did the best that they could with the resources that they had. But I knew that I do not have an inheritance. I do not have a trust fund. I do not have any of that. So for me, I was not expecting that at all. And so it's funny because when I was persisting in the wish fulfilled, my intention was to remain open. I knew that the business was my form of taking inspired action, right? It makes sense that if I want to manifest 10K in my business, I got to launch something, I got to sell something. However, I remained open. I was like, I know that there are so many ways that the universe can work for me. I'm going to remain open to how, and I'm just going to persist. I don't give a F what my reality shows me. I don't give a F how much my PayPal account shows me. In my mind, I see $10,000 in there. I see 10K in my PayPal. I see over 10K in my bank account. I see over that in my Thinkific account because I know, generally speaking, how much I have in these accounts. So I just assumed more. I assumed the reality where I would actually have $10,000. Another piece to this is I literally also sat down and I budgeted $10,000. Sorry, I kind of snuck in my next identity. That's how much I'm budgeting these days, imaginary budgeting. But I imaginary budgeted the $10,000. I was like, what would I do with this $10,000? And one of the things that came up for me was the car. I said, I'm so over this car note. With this money, I'm going to pay off my car. I am going to pay it all off. I am going to have zero balance on that car note. And I am going to use the money for this. And so that's exactly what I did. I budgeted that in my budget calendar, which I've shared with you guys the exact budget calendar that I use to this day, and also along with other banking things and tools that I use to this day. But in the beginning of my coaching journey, content creation journey, whatever you want to call this now, it was really helpful for me to have that budget calendar. And so I pulled it up and I literally budgeted what I would do with the $10,000. $5,000, 5.3 to the car. I said the rest is going into a Roth IRA. The rest is being saved for the future. And so that is exactly what I did. It was really easy, but when you actually sit down and put pen to paper and ask yourself, how would I even budget this money? How would I even spend this money? How would I invest this money? How would I appreciate this money? It's a different shift in state that you get into. All of a sudden, you're in the state of the version of you that has $10,000 in her possession. And so that's what I did. I literally just journaled out exactly how I would spend that money. I showered my life in appreciation. I said, thank you so much, God, that July was a $10,000 month. I kept saying that. I was like, July was a $10,000 month. July was a 10K month. I'm so happy July was a 10K month. And that is exactly what July was, if not more, because again, that was not for my business. I still had money coming from the self-concept bundle and of course, regular payment plans that come. This is all in all to say that, girl, if you don't like something about your reality, change it. You are the operating power of your life. You get to decide what plays out next in your life. You get to decide how you want to act. You get to decide how you want to save, what you want to pay for, what you want to attract, how much money you want to make. So if you are literally doubting your success, now is the time. Today's the day, this is the month, this is the year that you start to change that you start to get in control of that, because you are the operant power of your life. You are the only one that gets to change it. So I want to share with you guys some of the things that help me persist in the wish fulfilled, so that you too can start to change anything that you want in your reality. So the very first step is to decide what you don't want. Again, remember that equation, that formula that I shared on last week's episode. It was recognize and invest. Recognize what you don't like. I recognize that I did not like no more paying a car note. I just don't like it no more. I was so over it. I wanted to use that money on the future or on myself, or just something more exciting that I can use it on. Like if you've ever paid off your car, you know that the potentials feel limitless. It just feels like such a relief. So that is what I first want you to do, is recognize what you don't want. The second part is invest. Invest energy, thoughts, emotions, your actions, everything that has to do with an investment on your part. Make sure that it's an investment on becoming the new you, on reprogramming the thing you don't like. So for me, it was pay off the car note, start saving technically. Now, I didn't want to start a whole separate savings account. I didn't want to pick out of my savings. I just wanted to attract the money because I just thought it was fun. Like I was like, 10K a month, let's do it. For me, it was more so about hitting a benchmark in my business, more so about the money. So anyways, I started to invest my energy, invest my time, invest my focus into becoming the version of me that had $10,000. So that's the first part, is recognize what you don't want. The second part is invest your energy, your time, your everything into this new identity. What is an identity? What is a phrase that sums up the wish fulfilled? If you want to be in the best shape of your life, then maybe that identity is healthy babe, or fit babe, or healthy woman, a healthy baddie. However you want to word it, the identity is yours, girl. You choose. I really appreciated a wealthy woman. For me, it was like, oh, she's in her bag. Oh, she's paying off her car note. Like that is so grown woman. That's so wealthy woman. Fun fact too, the way I manifested this apartment, my identity was very grown woman. I am a grown woman. When I lived back at home, I made sure that I saw and operated my world. Everything was an investment through the energy, through the eyes of the version of me that already had an apartment. I took out the trash. I would wash the dishes. I would take initiative. I would send text messages to anything that I didn't appreciate, that I wouldn't appreciate being done in my home. And so I quickly started to step into this grown woman identity. I also made sure to, I already had separate savings account, but I made sure that I got diligent about where my money was going. I finally opened up a Roth. I finally did the things that I was so afraid of doing, that I knew I should be doing, but it was just still like me working from an old self concept. Again, the old identities, the old self concepts will keep you small. So I started to identify myself as a grown woman. And you might think to yourself, like, now what? After you identify yourself, now what? That is my next step. The next step is allow the baddie Tui, that's the name we're gonna give it, the baddie Tui within you to guide you to the next steps. If you are familiar with my podcast and you listen to my episode Baddie Tui, if you haven't, just check it out. Baddie Tui is the name I gave to the higher self, the higher mind. When you begin to work from the new identity, subconscious mind, aka higher mind, also known as the higher self, is all of a sudden going to value tag those things. If you don't know what value tagging is, Google it. It's pretty much the baddie Tui. This is the concept of your mind will automatically pull the right person, pull the right circumstance. It's going to give you the impulse to say the right thing, to turn at the right corner, to make the perfect offer to the right person. Even if it could be a stranger, but it was the right person for you. So the Ratatouille guides you. Have you seen Ratatouille, the rat that pulls on the chef's hair? Well, that is how I see higher self. I see our higher self as giving us impulses, constant impulses to say yes, to start a new project, to close old doors, You are always receiving impulses, constantly receiving impulses from your highest self, from this higher mind. The thing is, are you listening, girl? And are you willing to make those decisions? Like I said, I always felt like I knew how to start these things, how to open up these accounts, but I never did it, right? And so it's a matter of knowing, but doing it is the new you. So you must start to show up as her, like relentlessly show up as her. Start to invest your time into books that teach you how to master this new self-concept. Because every goal has with it a self-concept. If you want to, increase your income to 6 figures a month, then that requires an identity. That requires a self-concept on your behalf. And so think about that. For all of your goals, they require a self-concept. What is that self-concept for you, girlfriend? What is the self-concept that source is inviting you to step into? That source is calling you to step into? Invest your time into those books. Invest your time into a good YouTube channel that's going to show you how to reinvent this area of yourself. Invest your energy into teachers, coaching programs, anything that will help you become and master this new self-concept and new identity. And if you need help, you already know that I have programs. Right now, currently my 2 self-concept programs are rehearsal. Highly advise you guys to get in the next round. And that's going to be live calls every single Saturday. I'm so excited to be meeting with you guys, a new round of self-concept queens, a new round of ladies that's going to step into their highest self. I'm having so much fun just getting in the trenches with you guys, meeting you guys, texting you guys, laughing with you guys, having virtual parties with you guys. Like, it's so much fun. So if you want to be a part of that, be besides a community that's also obsessed with this work, get inside the rehearsal. This is the kind of work that I'm just so obsessed with, you guys. I love identity transformation. I've never seen results this fast in my reality from just identity work, from just going to Lulu until it becomes true. Like, I only see life through this identity, period. And now that I hit 10K, I'm like, all right, what do I want August to be like? 30K. I want August to be a 30K month. I want September to be a 30K month. I give myself 3 months. There is no right or wrong time frame as to, when you should set the goal. I just have fun with 3 months. But now that I'm like hitting it before the 3 month benchmark, I'm like, wait, Steph, are you just like swinging the bat a little shorter than what you can actually swing it? Swing it further. Let's do it 1 month. Let's set the intention to manifest this in 1 month. And I really feel like I can do it, you guys. I know I could do it. It's all about identity work. It's all about transformation. So yeah, if you don't like something in your reality, no problem, baddie. You can change it through your self-concept work, through the power of your own awareness. I hope this episode inspired you to change something in your reality. Again, pick something from your reality. Create an identity shift. Create an identity that matches that new reality. You might want to create a mantra or an affirmation that helps you elicit that feeling. Then you want to listen to the feel-good urges that your higher self is taking. Allow that baddie to guide you, girlfriend. Re-listen to this episode if you need. I feel like I missed a step or two, but re-listen to this episode, give it a try. And I'm so proud of you guys for diving into this work, for even just creating a new you. Like, the glow up is real in this community, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys. I love you so much, beautiful, and I'll see you on the next episode.